Guys, I'm going to show you how to make delicious, extra crispy, southern fried chicken wings. Listen to the crunch. Okay, stick around if you want to know the secret to making delicious, juicy, fried wings for the bomb.com. So I have here 1.5 pounds of chicken wings, and I just submerged them in a lot of water, and I poured in here about 1/2 cup of lemon juice. I'm just going to allow these to soak so that way the chicken wings will be clean. So we're only going to soak them for a few minutes, not for a long period of time, because if you let them soak for too long a period, it's going to completely change the texture of your chicken. We're going to make a brine for our chicken. So the brine is just our liquid that our chicken is going to soak in. This gives it flavor and tenderness. And also, if your chicken is dry, naturally dry, this will just give it a lot of juice. So we're going to add 2 teaspoons of fine sea salt, or regular table salt. Don't use kosher salt because we want the salt to be able to dissolve in our liquid. So we're going to add some oregano, 1/2 teaspoon of dried thyme, 2 teaspoons of dried parsley, 1.5 tablespoons of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, tablespoon of dried paprika. I'm going to add to this 2 teaspoons of Creole seasoning, 1.5 tablespoons of bouillon powder. This is chicken bouillon powder. I have here some warm water. We're going to use a total of 6 cups of warm water. The water's warm so everything will dissolve. So I'm just going to mix those ingredients together. More water. We use about 6 cups of water, 6-7 cups of water. So after whisking all this together, we're going to add 1/3 a cup of hot sauce. So after whisking those ingredients together, we're just going to simply take our chicken wings and just submerge them into the brine. I'm going to cover them and let them sit in the fridge until tomorrow. So we're going to let this sit in the fridge for 24 hours. So my chicken is soaked. It's the next day. It's soaked for 24 hours. So I have here roughly 2.5 cups of flour. I'm going to add to that 3/4 of a teaspoon of kosher salt, along with 3/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper. It's just so that your coating on the outside won't be plain, but of course you don't have to worry about it because your chicken has soaked up all that lovely brine overnight. I'm going to take my chicken out my brine and I'm going to roll it into the flour mixture. Just roll into your seasoned flour here. And then I'm going to place it onto a sheet pan that I have lined with the wire rack. I have it off here to the side. I'll show you how I have the chicken arranged on it. So just spread all your chicken with the seasoned flour. Don't discard your brine just yet. So I have my chicken arranged here on the pan, and as you see, I have it where the back side of the chicken is facing downward into the pan. So I have a smaller bowl here that I have 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour in. And I'm just going to pour over half of that brine. So the remaining brine that's in your larger bowl, just pour half of that over the flour. We're going to whisk this together. Just whisk it until everything is smooth as possible. So I'm going to discard the remaining of the brine. We're going to discard it. So I have here the leftover flour from earlier. I'm going to add a little bit more flour to it. Probably about 1/2 cup more extra flour. 1/2 cup to a cup more. And you'll see why we need this extra flour. I'm going to whisk that together with all those spices that's in there. So I'm going to take my chicken and I am going to dip it into this. Well, let me move all the chicken to one side of the pan. So we have an empty side to work with here. Okay. You take the chicken and we're gonna dip it into this little mixture here that we made with the flour and brine, our little slurry. Just quickly dip it in and then toss it into your flour and then use your opposite hand to toss the chicken around. So your right hand is going to be your wet hand and your left hand is going to be your dry hand. Or if you're left-handed, then vice versa. So I'm going to place that onto a rack. Again, with my right hand, I'm going to pick up the chicken, place it into our slurry. Just quickly dip it in, pull it out, place it into the flour. Use your dry hand to coat the chicken. And then shake off all the excess flour and lay it onto your rack again. And we're going to let it sit to dry for about 10 to 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my chicken wings that have sat here on my tray and let them sit for about 15 minutes. I'm going to roll them in the flour once more. So this is going to be a triple coating. Shake off the excess flour. And then after we dust all our chicken once more, we're going to heat up our oil. Just make sure you shake off all the excess flour of your chicken really well. So I'm heating up my oil here. And I'm using olive oil and soybean oil. And I got my oil at about 330 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm going to be working on medium-high heat. Forgive the smoke because I haven't used. So I'm going to place my chicken wings into the oil. It's my oil that's nice and hot. I want it to get super hot. I'm going to try to maintain it between 330 to 340 degrees Fahrenheit if you use a thermometer. So don't overcrowd your oil, of course. You don't want your wings to become soggy. So we'll be back in about 6 minutes when I give these a flip. I'm going to put my timer on as well. And then we're going to give them a flip. So try to maintain your oil temp. So it's been 6 minutes and I'm going to go ahead and give the wings a flip. You see how beautiful that crust looks so far on the outside of our wings? I'm going to go ahead and pull this thermometer out. So we're going to let the wings fry now for another 4 minutes. And we're just going to keep flipping them every 4 minutes now until the wings reach 165 degree internal temp. Okay, so the chicken is done. I'm going to pull the chicken from out of the oil using a pair of tongs. And I'm going to place it onto a pan here that I have lined with Bounty paper towel. We're going to let them completely drain of all the fat. Guys, if you believe these wings look absolutely beautiful, please share this video. Hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. I am going to give these bad boys a taste. I've been waiting for a long time. These soaked in the brine for 24 hours. We triple coated them. We deep fried them. So, I have my plate here. Tapping it so you can hear that they're actually very crisp. I'm going to go ahead and break it apart. Make sure I get a good view. Them being broken apart. So, see? Here we go. Got a nice, beautiful kind of look at that. The inside's very juicy. It's not dry at all. So I'm going to set this down. So here goes. Mmm. 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 Okay, I had to set that down to keep me from taking another bite. It's absolutely delicious. The brine really did the trick. All those beautiful flavors from the hot sauce and from the Creole seasoning, from the paprika and the onion and garlic powder, and plus that chicken bouillon that we use to just make that nice stock. It's really soaked into the chicken all the way to the bone. The chicken's not dry at all. Very juicy, full of flavor. And of course, the outside is very crunchy. So, who wouldn't like that? Please add this video to your playlist. Hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. And please let me know what you'd like to see in a future video. Thank you so much for watching and supporting and subscribing. And when you subscribe, please hit that little bell that you'll see there in the bottom of the video, and hit all notifications so you'll be subscribed of all. So you'll be notified of all my events and uploads and things like that. Okay, so please stick around. Encourage everybody to subscribe. I have a giveaway coming at 25,000 subscribers. So the faster I get there, the faster this giveaway will come. Please remember to live and be well. Let's come together and love each other.